told you the piece called for it a certain way. So I don't rush it. I see the attempted creator and I'm not really keen on trying to sync on the same day. Neither to compete nor contribute. It's just we'll see how it all plays out. Holiday season, might just be something. But then we're looking at the previews, we're looking at what's missing, and I'm like, So if we go in SmackDown, Raw, NXT, then this main event show that I actually missed on Saturday night, we ain't gonna have one of those every Saturday night. Whatever, man. Let's get into this, bro. Alright, so SmackDown happened. You already know it was leading into everything that was going on with the live event on the night after that. So I think Drew had a moment on SmackDown that really mattered. Got on Jimmy. Jimmy had a real impassioned promo, so that was nice. And SmackDown was SmackDown, but other than that, creatively things are going alright. I'm not mad at the direction for anybody, and there's so much space for growth for everyone. So let's keep that rolling. Saturday night's main event, Drew, Sammy. Drew wins. Sammy still ain't getting no victories yet. I mean, it's a story. They got that going, so we're gonna see how it continues to develop. But it's been so long since they really fought last. It's like, okay, I wouldn't even be mad if they chilled on it, like maybe another 2 weeks. I don't know, and then chilled on it for other things, and then came back to it another time. Like they could really take time on that. Only because it's a really solid build. I'm enjoying it. Like that's how you create a record, you know what I mean? Like make that streak thing happen, but like healthily feed and nurture it. But moving on. All right, Liv Morgan beat EO, whole lot of craziness. Not bad. Rhea came through. Raquel, everybody was there. Everybody did their thing. The Saturday night's main event was pretty like run of the mill so far as results go. Is what the obvious was gonna be. Gunther won the triple threat. I'm not mad at that. It was a really solid match. Other things are going on so far as the product goes. So to move through this one is where it's at now. Meechin and Chelsea Green. Chelsea wins. I'm proud. We all proud. Let's make something happen of it now. I'm thinking about the meanings of the championships at this point. Like we're getting a couple more now. So now what's the real theme behind it? Because it can't just be checks and championships, sure. However, it needs to be something more that's being fought for, and I can sense more of a theme, but not like you'd say North American in the old era, and the old administration would give you a lot of like national pride. That's not what we're going for. It needs to be something else. So, if you're trying to cater to your demographic, then you look at that, and then you find your stories around that. I have my idea, but then at the same time, what's going on with the women's championship by comparison? Because one can't outshine the other, right? Right? Supposed to be building toward, yeah. Oh, well, it's the workhorse women's championship, okay, but that technically outshines the real women's championship. So, what are we doing? What cowardly heel is gonna have it? Like we got Chelsea running it right now. We can't have that. Oh, I'm willing to fight anybody, but then Cowardly Hill, nah, because Shorty could actually go in the ring. It's been proven. So I think the thematics are already like the stage is set for a direction for that championship, and I mean actually staying there, and then we can build like the division after that. Same thing down there in NXT with Kalani Jordan. You know what I'm saying? She was crushing it, and as first ever now Fallon got it. You know what I'm saying? So now we're gonna see we were seeing how I don't want to say just the aesthetic, you know what I mean? Because it's way more than image when it comes to this now, but it's a strong build. It's a strong build. So just to meet that other side with the in-ring capability, I'm optimistic. Now, moving on, what we got? KO Cody Rhodes. All right, KO and Cody was fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, match was the match. Cody won. Whole bunch of rev spots. Saturday night's main event. Let's move on. If I'm looking at Raw this week, the War Raiders and the pyro at the end was well earned. Just so far as if you watch and you understand how important that stuff is, then yeah, it takes me back to 205 Live for real, with these two. And I mean, they weren't on 205, but I remember how the superstars were getting built on 205. I remember how they were getting built on NXT, and we were made to technically care about them. Like, okay, well, you're gonna give them all the keys to it, then let's see how you drive. And it's the superstars right now. You know what I mean? That might not be at the super top of the roster, but they got a spot. They known by the crowd. I mean, I don't know about reaction and such like that. I can't speak to that, but it's about 4, 5, 6 of them. I could probably count 10 if I'm really going hard for it. And Eric and Alva are both on that list, obviously. So throughout the time, and this hilarious mania spot with the Street Profits and that was old stuff. I mean, it's good shit. You know what I mean? Like, so good on them for winning the tag team championships. It makes sense. We're all grateful to see it happen. And oh my God, just shouts to DIY on SmackDown, just to randomly throw that out there. Like that was. I'm proud of them. Proud of them. Proud of Johnny. That's good. And Pixie too. She's killing it. She's killing it. I don't want to do too much and say too much because Tiffy and I still need that spot. But I think right now they're taking that time on Tiffy because she clearly is about to be in that next spot. But they need to be developing the character post cash in if she's able to, successfully do that. Now let's move on. All right. Seth Rollins, CM Punk. Oh man. Then they fought. Modern day wrestling. That's the way I'm seeing it. And I've already pretty much given my opinion on it. I want them to, they seem like they're having fun. It's completely professional. Kobe's told the line for years. You know what I'm saying? And Punk is back. And look, he's healthy as he's been. Hands down. So I'm proud I'm proud of both of them. I like what I'm looking at. And we just gonna let the promos continue and then they'll fight and then we'll move on. Like, I'm not gonna say much else on it because this is a moment for the both of them. It solidifies Seth hands down. It doesn't matter. Shut up. He know that. We all know that. But then it really puts Punk back in position so far as like, we already knew you was that. Now you here. Some odds I might not ever seen or heard of you. But now, new viewers are gonna really enjoy this program so far as like just the product goes, and I think it might be a masterclass in promos across the roster, quite possibly. You never know what happens. You get out there on the microphone. I don't know. You'll see what happens. So now, Braun Breaker, Ludwig Kaiser. All right. Good match. Braun won. Couple back and forth spots. Good. Ludwig is on his way as a singles competitor. So let's keep that pushing. Keep him going things such like that. He's making his own name. That's what's up. But at the end of the day, that homage needs to be there. So happy to see it. What happens after that? Living Rhea is a thing right now, so we just gonna keep that going. They trying to push this. It makes sense to have Shorty like a what can we call it? I'm liking how she's claiming the best of all time, and it's like, are you serious? But the crafty live and all of the wins and such like that is good. It's good. And Rhea's Rhea. So the people wanted a star like that, and the people got a star like that. So there's no complaints from me. So there's that. Now, Zoe Stark, Caden, and Raquel Rodriguez. All right. First of all, I've been pulling for Caden Carter for mad long. Then I've been pulling for Zoe Stark for mad long. So I couldn't really make a choice between. Raquel is there. Of course, she's there. She's showing back up more recently. And she seems like she means more, and she's like a definite powerhouse. So good. I'm gonna let creative continue to be creative with that. I was honestly this time around pulling for either Zoe or Kate. Now, I couldn't pick between the two. I'm definitely hoping for a lot though out of all sides. Is going. There's so much, only but so much TV time. I get it, but the match was dope. I enjoyed it. I was happy to see it. And then Zoe won, and it's like, you know what? The right person won this. Shouts to the PFC. If Zoe wins, bro, I'm happy for it. Because then it could speak to that dynamic. But let's get there when we get there. And War Raiders Judgment Day, good stuff. Random Dexter Loomis and who's your boy? Miz. Uh, Next week, look, we just gonna see how these cats do their thing, man. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing out of everybody, but you know, they storyline is they storyline, and shouts to my man R Truth and all that real shit. Like I was honestly like, man, next time he on my screen, I'm fast forwarding that. I don't care what's going on, but TV gets compelling enough, and everybody's in it together. We all here for each other, so I ain't really speaking on too much of it. The Miz is the Miz. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was really trying to get down. If he ain't trying to get down, then it's levels to shit like that. Like that's what I'm thinking. Like I think it would boost the Miz's career personally. Like if he was to run with the Fantastic, and they could come up with him. But I don't know, man. There ain't no telling. I ain't gonna speak to it no more after that. Now, NXT's happening. Shit is crazy. I'm calling it. Chair spot needs to be banned. I don't know. I can't speak to too much of it, but that spot needs to be not happening no more. We getting a lot of that. We getting to the borderline of too much of that. You want to do that? Go over there. You know where to go. You know what I'm saying? So that's something we all worried about. I'm not too sure how it was supposed to play out and how it played out, but we all know, we all wishing for a speedy recovery. I don't even want to talk about it, and is that real? Because I just don't know enough about the situation to really provide information, my own information or opinion on it. So, moving on, let's get into NXT. Shit was fine. We enjoy NXT. Shouts to everybody that be on. Are we really calling this the best women's division in wrestling? At this point, we have to, because I'm not comparing and contrasting. I'm only looking at one side, but I'm wholeheartedly enjoying what I'm seeing out of the women's division. Like I'm liking it. We got characters, we got somewhat stories, crazy shit going on, fights. Tag division is going crazy. Like, I mean, not the women's tag, that's not even a thing, but it is. But either way, it's like, look, let's go. Let's go, for Shizu. Like he's doing his thing. And I think that everybody is given 100% now more often. That's what it feels like. So now, Obafemi Axiom, man, Oba been back, man. He ain't really even left. Axiom in the match and the way these guys are running themselves ragged and then still being able to be champions at the end. I like it. Now, I'm going to say one thing way off past fourth wall. Just off the strength that Axiom came out and fainted like that, I'm going to just not say nothing else. I mean, I'm literally like leaving it where it's at, and everything else will, excuse me, fall directly into place. And there's that. I would beat up on myself, you know what I'm saying, if there was more beating up to do, but at the end of the day, the start of the next one, Axiom is out there looking awesome again, just like he was looking at deadline. You know what I mean? I'm liking, Oba's great. So let's move on. All right, now, Metagirls, Soru Kazaria, King Booker was calling the whole time. Son ain't really look like he was, but the team, like, they look like a quick put together team. You know what I mean? Like, Metagirl's been doing this. They've been synced up. Their tag team chemistry is really, like, improving. And I expected nothing less. Now, what else was happening here? No, and they got the victory. That's what's up. Now, Jada Parker wrestling. All right. Now, Ren, hold up. Ren is on the way up. She's seen as one that belongs in the spot she's in. Jada got that win. Jada needed that win. This don't take nothing away from Ren, my opinion. I think that NQCC can definitely do a little bit more as far as the unit goes. You know what I'm saying? But are they Hills faces? Like, why wasn't they training with Son when Dempsey was training with him? You feel me? That's just the missed opportunity for me. I mean, they making it about them. I guess the cup, you know what I mean, is a little. They trying to give that some shine and prestige, but I don't know. All right, but Jada Parker won against Ren. That's supposed to happen like that. All right, tag champs, and they beat Gallus. Good. Shit was graphic. Yeah, the whole shit with Javon and this thing with Ethan Page, man. Look, oh, he's lost his smile and all of this. Like, look, it seemed to be a setup if we're looking at enough of the connecting correlations. I mean, I can't speak to too much. I seen that, you know, that situation, look, if it's predetermined, then that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with it. I think that spot need to not be happening. But end of the day, yo, it would have been more of a fight on my block. I know that. And that's a fact. So, let's see let's see how that happens moving forward. And that's what we gonna do. Now, Trick Williams, Eddie Thorpe. All right, so I didn't even get to see that segment clearly. Like, the end of my NXT on last week before this episode, most recently, you seen Eddie Thorpe in there, you seen Ava, and then like they zoomed up, and then the show ended. That's on my side of it all. I'm looking at, however they claiming he did that, the weasel his way in and shit like that. I mean, they trying to give him something, like he lost the match. So now what? You know what I mean? Like the messing with my people thing. Like, look, that I think just for wrestling is funny, but if the community is a little sensitive about that, then I get it. It was funny though. I thought it was hilarious. Like, he's really pushing that character, and it's like, well, dang. It might be able to go somewhere that's very delicate. Very, very delicate. So let's not get too crazy. Man, I've been doing this shit long enough, bro. It's cold outside. Just trying to garner unnecessary attention. So it feels. So I'm going to catch you on the next one. And when I link you and we start doing this, it's not going to stop. I think you know that, but enjoy yourself and do what you're doing. And I'll talk to you soon. All right, man? So holla at me.